my name is Sarah Smith, and up until April 7th, I considered myself to be an average American woman. I'm a wife and a mother, and in the workplace, I interact with a variety of people every single day. I would never have considered myself to be a racist. I was walking down the street. I had just come out of the local market when a large African-American male starts walking towards me. He was tall, about 6 feet. I just instinctively tightened my grip on my purse and sped up. Just the other day, I was watching the local news, and they showed mugshots of 2 black men who had been involved in a robbery. I mean, I just didn't want to be a victim, so I decided to take precautions. After I passed the black gentleman, I passed a white man. He was about 5'7". He wasn't very large. I probably didn't pay much attention to him. Actually, I think I even smiled at him. All of a sudden, he grabbed my purse and shoved me to the ground. It all happened so quickly because I wasn't paying any attention. Before I know it, the African man, who I felt so endangered by, was helping me to my feet and handing me back my purse. If anyone had asked me if I judged someone by their color, I would have said no. But my actions were totally the opposite. The minute I saw the black man, I tensed up and clutched my purse to my side. The white guy, I didn't even notice him, so much so that he was able to grab my purse from me. Really, everything was outside of my consciousness, and it made me realize just how much cultural conditioning and what you hear in the media affects you, and you don't even know it.
My principal aim is to help people come out of that darkness that I was in. That darkness where I disliked other people simply because of the color of their skin or because they came from a certain place. Without no logical basis, I disliked and even hated some people. People I've never saw before. People that never put me in chains or harmed me in any way. One of the things that myself and Dr. Rashid have come upon is what we now call becoming mentally blind. We actually conduct seminars and workshops where we essentially take people to a state of mind to where they are able to regress to a mental state as if you were a child again. Before we became infected by the adults in our world, before we became infected with the psychoviruses, we're able to blindfold individuals and put them in a state where they have to think, what if you were actually physically blind? What if every single human being was blind? Who would we actually be with? I actually spent days blindfolded myself. And I came to recognize that if I was actually blind, the friends that I had chosen would not be the friends I would necessarily be with. And this realization shocked me. It was a slap in the face. I said, how is it that my vision can determine who I associate with versus the quality of the person themselves? And that's what's led to my writing a book which searches this issue out quite thoroughly and really seeks to better relations between humans and humans, one group and another, whether they be religious groups, gender groups, cultural groups, or racial groups. There are many programs that gives information, and there's nothing wrong with information. I love information. But information is not application. Becoming mentally blind, our workshops, is the actual application of information that's imparted. I do not knock any program out there. God knows that we need as much help as possible. I only believe in being proactive in developing relationships. in actually having healthy relationships, we must be able to exercise ourselves. Just as students must train themselves to pass an exam, athletes to achieve things on the court, we must exercise, and we must have the tools to exercise with in order to have good, healthy relations.